It is Bunga Bunga time. The Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi's underage sex trial started today, and minutes later it was adjourned until the end of next month. Meanwhile, new wiretaps leaked to the media suggest the Prime Minister knew the then underage woman he allegedly slept with, a Moroccan dancer known as Ruby the Heart Stealer, was not of legal age. Or maybe not. In a phone conversation, the Prime Minister reportedly said, and this is a quote, "Okay, what is important is that there are various people who can vouch for the fact that Ruby gave an age different to her real one. Once that happens, there'll be nothing more to say." Well, we just helped her because we took pity on her. Let's hope that it doesn't turn into a mess. Well, of course, prosecutors accused the 74-year-old Prime Minister of having sex at least 13 times with a heart stealer. The Prime Minister and the heart stealer deny the charges. Joining me now, Fox News legal analyst Arthur Aidala. Arthur has a law firm in Italy. He just returned from Italy last night. And you are fluent in Italian, and it's been an amazing story.
Well, the only way the booker here, Mike Skrasinski, allowed me on is he gave me a fluency test, and I passed with flying colors.
Do you speak with a Brooklyn accent?
And with a Brooklyn accent. Oh, I love you. It's interesting having been there, and actually Mike did book me for this segment a week ago. So when I was there, and I was right in Milan, right where everything was happening, I was paying special attention, and the differences between the governments in our country here in America and Italy. I mean, here's the head of the country, and he's about to stand trial, and on Sunday night, or it was Saturday night, was the biggest soccer game in Italy, where the Milan team, which he owns, he's the president of the country, and he owns the #1 team, is playing their arch rivals, and there he is, front and center, holding court with, like, not a worry in the world. And the reason why, Greg, I now know he doesn't have a concern in the world, he's 74 years old.
Right.
These average cases in Italy, when the appeals end, and if anyone goes to, is 10 years. And they never put anyone over 80 in jail. So he's got
nothing to worry about.
He really isn't sweating.
But you know, that quote I played, that's not an admission that he knew she was under the legal age. That's a conversation in which he's saying, look, there are other people who are going to vouch for the fact that she represented she was of legal age.
And she's also saying they never had sexual encounter. He's saying they didn't. There's other people at the party. It's an issue of fact. Unfortunately for the country of Italy, it's really going to be a circus if it ever gets that far. They have George Clooney on their witness list. They have other Italian actors and actresses on their witness list. And they have both the prosecutor and the defense, and Greg, you know this, how rare it is, have the same witnesses on their witness list, which shows you nobody knows what's going on.
And I love this. The case is being heard by a panel of 3 women judges.
Which, that is not too favorable for Mr. Berlusconi. He's had a long run there. He's had a very good run. It's the longest stable government Italy has had since World War II.
Prosecutors and the media keep trashing him. Now, maybe for good reason. I don't know. But they keep saying he had sex with 33 women. Now, the last time I checked, while unbelievable, that's not illegal.
No. What they're real, if you dig a little deeper, they are saying that he abused his authority outside the sex. People got arrested. He called the police headquarters, had them cleared. There are some allegations about his media.
And they have wiretaps of that. But I looked at the transcript of the wiretap on the abusing his office. You know, he allegedly was offering a position in Parliament to one woman. Well, you read the transcript, and all he's doing is encouraging her to run for Parliament. He's not saying, I'm going to give you a seat.
And that's why he's definitely not going to plead guilty to anything. And the prosecutors aren't going to relent because they think they have this evidence that's the smoking gun. And he's saying what you just said is, I was just trying to be a nice guy. I'm a fatherly figure trying to help the people of Italy.
I got to ask you, there's one quote. The woman in the center of all this, another wiretap just came out. She's quoted as saying, quote, he's a real piece of blank. He's just saving his own flabby blank. You can fill in the blank. Admissible?
Well, yeah, if it's relevant.
How is that relevant?
Exactly. Well, maybe hit the flabby part. If there's an ID procedure as to whether Mr. Berlusconi was ever in the nude, and flabbiness is an issue, in fact, it would be admissible.
Okay, drop trowel and prove it. All right, Arthur Aidala.
Hopefully this will disappear quietly somehow.
It's crazy. Italian justice is to justice as military music is to music.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All the fans of John Philip Sousa are going to write.
Exactly.
They're mad at
Thank
me.
you.
I'm just kidding. It's different, that's all.
Yes.
Arthur, good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Greg.